Yes, are we ready? Then Joe, is the camera rolling? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hello everyone. My name is Min.
And I am Tara.
And we work at the delegation office here in Mumbai. For I guess more than 15 years now.
Yeah, I guess so too.
And today we are here to speak to you a little on our values, our principles of conduct and action.
That's right. So, as we all know, that there are 5 principles of conduct and 4 principles of action. And that it's important...
In fact, it's very, very important and mandatory.
That all of us live by our values in our day-to-day actions.
Yep, there are no two ways about that.
So what we are going to do today and in the next few episodes is that we are going to show you a few situations on how we should bring our values to life.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get started, Tara. Here we go. So, the situation goes like this. The HR manager has informed the head of exports, Baman, that his team member Zubin is yet to complete the e-learning courses assigned to him.
Let's see what Baman has to tell Zubin and how he reacts to it.
Hi, Zubin.
Yes, sir. You had called me?
How is it going at work?
All well, sir. I have a meeting with that customer we were speaking about the other day. I'll be traveling to Sri Lanka next week to take the discussion forward.
Good. I called you to discuss about the e-learning courses that I have assigned to you on Boost.
Well, that's... I'm yet to do them.
Oh, make sure you go through those courses.
I am not so sure, sir.
Why is that, Zubin?
I have back-to-back meetings with this new customer and...
It is important that you go through those courses.
I don't think it is too relevant for me at this stage, sir. I'm not sure if I should spend my time doing those courses, especially when I have other priorities.
Now, professional commitment really requires us to acquire the knowledge necessary to develop our skills, you see.
That's right, Min. It's about showing commitment and willingness to learn new things and keep yourself updated through regular training and development. I'm afraid Zubin does not know this.
Yeah, your daily work will always be there. What's important is that you find time to learn and unlearn new things. How else can you come up with fresh ideas? Zubin should have ideally responded like this.
Hi, Zubin.
Hi, sir.
I've called you to discuss about the courses that I have assigned to you on Boost.
Well, that's... I'm yet to do them.
Make sure you go through those courses.
Sure, sir. I have back-to-back meetings with this new customer, but I am sure the courses that you have assigned for me will help me better my skills and add to my domain knowledge. I will find time and complete them at the earliest. I am sorry that you had to remind me about it.
It is only going to make you more effective and efficient at work.
Tara, you know this guy, Thampi? I think he's a nice guy.
Oh, you mean Thampi? The guy we are to meet in this next situation? I don't exactly agree with you, Min. Let's go and check out his discussion with a new joinee.
Hello, Golu. How are you today?
I'm okay, sir.
So, I want to discuss with you about the upcoming annual day.
Right, sir.
Just a minute. Yes? Yes? Okay, okay. Oh, then go ahead and do it. Yeah, so this will be your first major project and...
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I need your urgent signatures on this, please.
Yeah, okay, leave it here. Sorry. And so we need to decide on the date and...
Thampi, lunch in 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'll give you the date for the annual day and you need to get going with all the other arrangements. You need to ensure that this event is a success.
Okay, sir.
So we'll catch up soon again. Okay, all the best. Send me the plan of action and the rest of the details at the earliest, alright?
Right, sir. But how should I get started? What should I begin with?
Golu, I'm getting late for a meeting now. So you gather all the relevant information to make this annual day a success and present it to me in the next 2 days, okay?
Okay, sir. But I am not clear on how should I go about it.
So you start collating the information, speak to people around and then we'll take it from there, alright?
Right, sir.
Now that sort of behavior is simply not acceptable. Thampi shows very little respect for Golu and breaches the principle of respect for others.
Yes, absolutely. Golu is new to the organization and does not know a lot of people or the way things work here. Ideally, Thampi should handhold him through this project and ensure that he defines the plan of action in a systematic manner.
That's true. Thampi seems to be so weak in his discussion with Golu. How can he expect a newcomer to get going with things right away without giving him a proper brief? Golu is just out of college and sure doesn't have the experience of doing such a huge event. This is how Thampi should have actually behaved.
Yes, Golu. I was waiting for you. Let's get started with our discussion. The annual day will be your first major project and I want you to do your best to make it a grand success.
Right, sir.
So let's start with jotting down the plan of action and define our timelines. Next, I will put you on to the admin team who will help you with the venue arrangements. We need to quickly finalize the date and book the venue. By afternoon, I will introduce you to the core committee members who will support you in all the other arrangements.
You see, Tara, Neil is busy filling his travel expense for the month.
But there's something more to this story. Let's go find out.
So overall, I spent 2,500 on my travel for this month. But I'm eligible to 3,000 rupees. That means I can get 500 more. How do I do this? 500 rupees. Maybe I should adjust it somewhere. After all, it's my money. And I'm eligible for it. Let me see how I can adjust this in my expenses. I will change my meal expense from 300 to 500. And instead of train travel, I will show that I traveled by taxi. So that makes it another 300. That way it will get adjusted.
What's wrong with Neil? He's so not doing the right thing. Now that's breaching the principle of integrity.
Yes, Tara, how can he adjust the amount only because he is eligible for it? Reimbursement means that the company compensates for the out-of-pocket expenses that the employee actually incurs. How can anyone claim it by forging bills like that? Let's see how the principle tells us to behave.
So overall, I spent 2,500 rupees on my travel for this month. But I'm eligible to 3,000 rupees. That means I can get 500 more. How do I do this?
Hey, Neil, what's up?
Hi, Biju. Good you're here. Do you have any extra bills that I can use? So I have spent 2,500 out of 3,000 rupees I'm eligible for. Now I'm falling short of claiming the remaining 500.
But Neil, why are you doing that? That's like forging the bills. And it's a punishable offense, man.
Yeah, but it's my money.
Neil, reimbursement means that the company compensates for the out-of-pocket expenses you incur. How can you claim the money without providing the supporting bills?
Yeah, but
You just don't get this, do you? Doesn't the company support you when you genuinely exceed your limit? So why do this?
you are right, Biju. I had never really thought of it in this way. Thanks for making this point clear to me.
We need to be honest in our work, Neil. And not compromise the interests of the group in favor of our own. This goes against our principles, man.
So here a customer is complaining to Rami, the branch manager, about the poor quality of service. He has been following up with the business development executive to develop a prototype of the product. But he's yet to receive any update from him or the team.
Let's see what happens then.
Listen, I'm very upset with your company. I had requested for a prototype of the product from your BDE about 7 weeks back. First, he confirmed that the prototype will be developed as per my specifications. Then, I meet up with your product development team to explain the details. 3 weeks later, I meet them again to clarify a few more details. The BDE confirms that I will then get the prototype in about 10 days. But even after 7 weeks, I am yet to receive a confirmation on my order. I just don't understand what is going on. This is simply disgusting.
Well, I'm sorry. At the moment, everything's going wrong here. They have gone and changed our software without informing us. And now, we are never really sure on the status update of the prototypes. Also, our plant never cooperates with the sales team. They give a lower priority to product developments. So, if the BD is unable to get back with a confirmation, it means that we can't develop the product as per your specifications.
Well, but in that case, at least have the courtesy to inform me. I can tell you that I certainly won't be renewing my contract with you guys again.
That is so unacceptable. By openly criticizing his company in front of a customer, Rami is breaching the principle of loyalty.
Totally, Tara. And although he may have his own personal reasons for not being satisfied, he must act in the interest of his company, particularly when dealing with a customer.
And the way he was talking, gosh, gave a very bad impression about the company and the employees too.
Yes, and I think he would have been better off trying to find a solution for the customer. Now, Rami should have actually behaved like this.
So, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience caused. Let me call the BDE and understand where all this is getting stuck. I will speak to the product development team too and understand it better from them. Will it be okay if I call you back in about half an hour? Should the need be, I will get my team to your office. Either ways, I will take this up and respond to you in a short while.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
Bishnu has applied for a position in sales in a group company through ICOS.
Yeah, and I think he's almost cleared all the rounds too, no?
That's true. You know, Min, mobility matters at Saint Gobain. And we encourage our people to seek new opportunities and challenges through internal movements.
Yes, Tara, but there is more to this story. Bishnu's boss, Debu, doesn't want to let go of him, especially since he's a bright spark. The HR of the group company has called up Debu for a quick reference check.
Let's go and see what happens.
Hello, Debu. Good morning. How are you today?
Hi, Nikki. I'm good. Thank you.
Debu, I called to have a quick connect with you on Bishnu, your sales manager, who's applied for a position in our company.
Yes, I'm aware of this development, Nikki.
So how is Bishnu as a manager?
He is a good person, Nikki. But let me warn you, please look at other candidates before deciding on Vishnu.
Oh, is it? But Bishnu is a star performer, isn't he?
No doubt. But of late, he has become too aggressive in his approach and is often found yelling at his team members. He has his set of mood swings too, you know. I'm not sure if he would be the right fit for the position.
Oh, is it so? But I have heard some good things about him from his teammates and peers. In fact, a few of your customers too share a great rapport with Bishnu. This is contradicting.
I don't know who has given you this information, but being his boss, I exactly know him in and out. Rest, I leave it to you.
Thanks, Debu. This helps.
Why is Debu only speaking about the negative qualities and not mentioning any positive qualities of Vishnu? What is his intention? I think he's trying to paint a negative picture only because he does not want to release Vishnu.
That's right, Min Min. In fact, Debu's behavior goes against the principle of solidarity. As an organization, we encourage internal movements. If Vishnu is a bright talent and wants to broaden his knowledge, he should be given that opportunity within the group.
Yeah, and the only role Debu should play in this case is to be open and supportive about it. Let's go and see how the principals tell us to behave.
Hello, Debu. Good morning. I called to have a quick connect with you on Bishnu, your sales manager, who's applied for a position in our company.
Oh yes, I'm aware of this development, Nikki. He's a good person and a great manager. I would have to lose him, but if this seems to be a good career move for him, I would not like to come in the way. Do let me know how you would like me to facilitate the entire process. I will accordingly inform the team about it.
Thanks, Debu. This helps.
Avi, a young enthusiastic sales guy, is rushing to meet a customer. And while he is packing his stuff for the last-minute meeting, he is talking to Nikki, his colleague, on how persistent he's been to crack this meeting. Let's go see what happens next.
You know, Nikki, DK is a tough nut. I have been following up with him for so long. And finally, the man has given me an appointment.
Way to go, Avi. By the looks of it, you will surely crack this deal, man. TK is an important customer, and if we get him on board, we are sorted for the next 2 quarters.
Yeah, but I have to rush now. It's already 2 o'clock. I've got to reach there by 4. This man has called me at such a short notice, you know.
Yeah. But listen, be careful, okay? You have to drive safely and follow traffic rules. Don't rush only because you're getting late. Don't be stupid and drive recklessly.
I'll try to follow traffic rules. But it's going to be difficult today. I'm rushing now.
Avi, wait. You're forgetting your helmet.
Now, do you think Avi is breaking a principle here? Think about it. On one hand, he has to meet DK, a very important customer.
Poor boy.
Yeah, Tara, but he's got to be aware that rushing for a meeting doesn't mean that he should ride the bike carelessly. And he certainly can't afford to ride without wearing the helmet.
Yeah, I agree. Breaking the law is not an option. Our respect for the law principle does not allow us to do that. Besides, Avi would end up breaking his bones too, you see. Now this is how Avi should have responded.
Well, I'd better be off now. I have to meet DK at 4 for sure. The time is tight, but I have to do it.
Hey, whatever you do, Avi, don't drive carelessly. And don't forget to wear your helmet.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. This last-minute meeting has probably affected my schedule today. But that's no reason for breaking the law. Let me copy the e-version of the product catalog on my smartphone. Just in case I get late, I can share it with DK and ask him to go through it by the time I reach.
Now that's a smart move. All the best, Avi.
Nikki is chatting with her colleague in the cafeteria while filling up her water bottle.
Let's go and see what they are talking about.
Oh no! What's interesting is to see what happens post the chat.
Yeah, I heard that too. There is no water supply in our area post 9 in the morning. I hope things will change soon. It's so difficult to manage everything back home and rush to office, you know. Okay, catch up with you later then. Bye.
Excuse me, miss. You haven't closed the tap properly.
Oh no, I have. There is a problem with this tap. It keeps dripping water. I have noticed this a couple of times and there's nothing I can do.
But I think we can inform someone about it. Admin, I guess. It's sad to see water being wasted that way.
Yeah, maybe. Could you do that, please? I'm actually getting late for a meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay, of course. I'll speak to the admin guy then and hope this gets sorted.
So you must know that the caring for the environment principle applies both to the group activities and to all of us.
Yes. And each one of us is responsible to contribute in limiting the environmental impact. Now Nikki is so careless in her approach. How difficult it is to correct this small action?
Yeah, she is worried about no water supply at her residence and doesn't even bother to inform admin about the leaking tap in office.
I think she'll realize it when there is no water supply in office too.
Absolutely. Now Nikki can act more responsibly in this situation, and here's how.
Excuse me, miss. You haven't closed the tap properly.
Oh yes, thanks for pointing it out. I had noticed this the other day too. I think I should inform the admin about it. In the meantime, I'll do one thing. I'll place an empty glass here. We can't afford to waste water like this, especially when there is a drought-like situation in the state.
You know, Min, it is important that we follow safety rules at all times, be it with our permanent or our temporary staff.
That's right, Tara. And speaking about safety, here's a situation. Chengdu, a temporary worker, is starting his shift for the day. He introduces himself to the supervisor, Sundar, as it's his first time working on the line.
Good morning, Sarji.
Good morning.
Sarji, I am Chandu, temporary worker.
ओके चंदू, आपको उस मशीन पे काम करना है. वहाँ पे एक एम्प्लॉई है मिस्टर शिंदे. वो आपको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे आपको मशीन स्टार्ट कैसे करनी है.
ओके सर जी, पर कोई सेफ्टी रूल्स नहीं है.
ऑफ कोर्स वी डू हैव सेफ्टी रूल्स, बट करेंटली मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है. बट डोंट वरी, द मशीन इज न्यू एंड इट्स वेल प्रोटेक्टेड. इफ आई हैव टाइम, आई विल डेफिनेटली डू योर सेफ्टी इंस्ट्रक्शन.
ओके, आई गो टू द मशीन. थैंक यू सर जी.
Now, worker health and safety is a continuous concern within the group. Our safety policies apply to all group employees.
And to temporary workers as well.
That's right. Sundar's conduct is so wrong. Everyone has to be trained to do the job. And a safety briefing is a must. There are no two ways about that.
Good morning, sir ji. I am Chandu, the temporary worker.
Oh Chandu, good morning. I was waiting for you. आपको इस मशीन पे काम करना है. मिस्टर शिंदे आपको बता देंगे हाउ टू ऑपरेट दैट मशीन. बट बिफोर दैट आई वांट टू डू योर सेफ्टी इंस्ट्रक्शंस. Currently I'm busy, but I don't want you to start your work before a proper safety briefing. चलो जल्दी से काम शुरू करते हैं.
Roy is speaking to Monu about Kashi, a candidate that they have just interviewed for a finance position at their location.
Let's go and check out what they are discussing.
You know, Monu, I think Kashi is a good candidate. She has done her post-graduation in finance from a reputed institute and has a good amount of work experience too.
How many years did she say?
7 or 8, I think.
But I'm not so sure, Roy. She is married, you see, and soon she'll think of having children. And you are aware how intense our audit work can get. I don't think she'll be able to manage all of it.
Yeah, maybe. And then she will want to go on maternity leave for some time. We will have to manage all of it in her absence. The team will struggle then.
Exactly. It will be difficult for us in the long run. Even though she seems to be a bright spark now, I think we should look for a male candidate for this position.
Yeah, you're right. I will filter the candidates accordingly.
That is so not done.
Yes, Tara. This is a clear case of discrimination. Roy and Monu's behavior violates the employee rights principle.
Totally. How can they discriminate and make such conclusions only because Kashi is a woman?
The employee rights principles tells us to refrain from any form of discrimination during the recruitment process, while hiring, and even during or at the end of the employment relationship. The discussion should ideally conclude like this.
You know, Monu, I think Kashi is a good candidate. She has done her post-graduation in finance from a reputed institute and has a good amount of work experience too.
She has even bagged a couple of promotions at an early age. But she's married, right?
Yes, I think for a few years now. Why? What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking, how do we manage when she plans to have children? Which she will sooner or later.
She is a bright spark and has been working even after marriage. I think she will be able to manage her work life well, even after she plans to start a family.
You are right. And we should be able to support her well if she makes that decision. I think in the long run, she will be able to take up more challenges and think out of the box. She has that drive to perform.
Exactly. I think she's a perfect fit for this profile. Let's go ahead and talk to HR.